Recording.
Welcome to Maids, Long Live the King, the second one-shot of Maids. Our master this session will be Maxwell Galagon V. Maxwell Galagon was a fierce knight, who was the first to overthrow the Treelan rule. Stories say he captured a dragon and was rewarded often with hoards of treasure, and that his castle had many magnificent guards, and princesses arriving daily to ask his hand in marriage. This is not that Maxwell Galagon. Maxwell Galagon V is a man who lives primarily off the success of his ancestor, not caring much to do his own work or even feed himself. He believes that he should be able to do as he pleases, and does so, as he lets most others do. There are very few people he demands more than nothing out of, and those unfortunate souls are his maids. Recently, Maxwell has become sick at the unfortunate age of 65, with no living heirs, that we know of. He must appoint someone to take the throne, along with inheriting his money. The doctors say he has but a matter of days to live, or rather, the maids have a matter of days to fight for his approval and become the queen. Because the master is sick and will probably be bedridden most of the time, he has given the duty of giving away favor and making sure that he knows everything that goes on in the castle to his head maid, Ia Treeland. She has been the head maid of the Galagon lineage since Maxwell Galagon I. She stays around to reap the souls from the Galagons as they pass. I will introduce Ia, and then all of the player maids will follow in suit in the same style, just so that we have an example of how to introduce a maid. So Ia is 250 years old. Her maid outfit is a navy color, and her eyes are gray, and her hair is gold. Both of her maid types are boyish. Her special qualities are that she killed her parents, she has freckles, and she is a Shinigami, which is a type of it's kind of like the Japanese Grim Reaper. Her maid roots are that she is somewhat of the master's mistress. Her stress explosion is violence, and her maid power is super evasion. Her maid weapon is summoning. And now we'll just go down the list, starting with Akio.
Hello. Akio is 24. She has beige clothes, pink eyes, and orange hair. Maid types are pure and cool. Special qualities are burn injuries. She is a member of the government. She's government official. Shapeshifter snake. Her maid roots are that she admires maids, and her stress explosion is binging. And her maid power is ultimate cooking, or ultimate menu. Sorry. Her maid weapon is a bazooka.
And on to Mika.
Yes, Mika is an 18-year-old boyish Lolita who has vermilion-colored clothes and piercing green eyes, along with shiny indigo hair. Now, Mika's special qualities, for starters, is the fact that he does have a penis. He is a Shota, a guy, but not only is he just any old guy, Mika is an alien prince from another galaxy far away. Now, as far as his roots go, Mika is his master's lover, and his stress explosion is seclusion. The moody little tart runs away to his room to hide anytime the going gets tough. Now, as far as his maid power, he can assert himself when need be and will trespass when he feels the need. And Hopefully he's not trespassing on you and bringing his nail back to the party at the same time.
Oh yes, Kia, what is your maid? What is your maid weapon?
Oh, like I said, it's a bazooka.
Bazooka.
Literally
Okay.
bazooka.
All right, Nozomi, what about you?
Alright, what's up? I'm gonna be playing Izumi. Yeah, she's a 12-year-old maid. Very cool Lolita. Easygoing. Has some criminal tendencies. Nothing to worry about. She believes she's like an old knight type person, so she has some weird verbal tics. She's wearing metallic clothes, has cream-colored eyes, and beige hair. Her roots are that she's out here for revenge. When she's feeling a bit stressed, she likes to tease others, blow off some steam. Her maid power is foreboding. So it's like a maid spidey sense, or a maidy sense, or whatever you want to call it. She can tell when shit's gonna go down before it goes down. And her weapon of choice is a butterfly knife that can double as a comb.
And finally, Sakura.
Sakura no Dai is 22. She's sexy and cool, though she is a drug addict and has piercings all over her face. She can tell your future, usually when she's high. She's a maid because she's returning a favor, though no one knows really what it is. When she's stressed out, she'll take drugs and do some alcohol. Her power is punishment. She'll beat the shit out of any bitch that gets in her way, and she'll use a nail bat to do it.
All right. So, to start the game, Ia calls you all out into the hallway during the first morning. She is standing in front of the master bedroom, where inside you can hear all of the one doctor that Maxwell has allowed to stay with him, as well as all of some primitive tech, seeing as the castle is more set in early modern age. So it's somewhat primitive. It's probably not as good as what we have now. And Ia, who probably is about the same height as Nozomi, but she looks to all of you and she goes, "The master has given me the power to not only watch all of you and give you orders, but also to report back to him what necessarily must be reported back to him. I will tell you what the master feels about your actions as they happen." And then she hands each of you a schedule of things to do. 7 it's rounding 6:30 at this point.
Cool.
So you can also, you should all have access to move your characters.
Nah, I can't.
You
I
don't?
can. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I can.
I'm the only one, apparently.
It's because your token got messed up, I think. Alright, you should now.
Yep.
So the schedule have times, but they do not necessarily have to be done at those times. They can be done earlier, or if need be, can be done later.
Cool.
I will move you from the ground floor down to, I'll move you from the housing floor down to the ground floor, where things get done. Maybe.
Why is that bitch in the throne room?
Yeah, I don't think for usurping the throne.
All your base art belong to us.
Well, I think we kind of have to be in there, because that's where the stairs
That's
are.
where the staircase is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, man. man. Pay attention. Jeez, such a bad maid.
All right. If you have this schedule still open, you also have access to it in your journal.
Yep.
Things need to be done, so each of you may take an action to move to a certain spot, to either do the action or do your own thing.
Yeah.
Only
Akio's
one
definitely-
maid really has to do the action.
Mm-hmm.
Akio is definitely going to try and go to the kitchen.
And Mika will go to the garden.
I'll go to the Alchemy Lab.
Alright, you should be able to move all of your tokens just around to where you need to be.
I need drugs, man, just in case.
I don't see a garden.
It's just move yourself out of the basic floor plan.
Sure.
It's outside.
Go outside.
Alright, and Nezumi, what about you?
Library.
Alright. Then we will start with the action. In the kitchen, you, Akio, are making breakfast. What are you gonna make?
I'm going to make pancakes.
What kind of pancakes? Just straight pancakes?
No, of course not straight pancakes. I'm going to make a blackberry raspberry reduction for the pancakes with a strawberry whipped cream.
Alright.
Jesus Christ, the food slut is making breakfast.
I think that requires a skill roll.
Awesome.
And the way that attributes work in this game is the number that you have for your attribute is how many d6s you roll. Because I believe Akio has your maid power is based around cooking. You should have a +1 to your skill while doing this.
Yep. Do I just nudge it up one, or will it prompt a thing?
Just push it up 1 and roll it, and then push it back down.
All right.
Wow, that was good. That was very good.
Some wicked awesome pancakes.
They are very great pancakes.
I know, I had those for breakfast literally this morning. Not even joking.
As you finish up the pancakes and hand them off to Ia, who takes them upstairs, she returns in a puff of smoke, and she goes, "Master is pleased. You may roll 2d6 to gain favor."
Ooh. I got a 9.
You have 9 favor, as well as your starting favor, whatever the number there is.
Awesome.
You can use favor to increase your attribute by 1 for any roll. Here it is. You can spend 1 favor to remove 1 point of stress. You can, by spending favor equal to your attribute, equal to the attribute you would like to have times 10, you can raise your attributes. So if you wanted to raise your skill, say, from a 1 to a 2, you need 20 favor.
Oh, okay.
And you can also use it, you can also spend 1d6 favor to add a +1 to either the dice or your attribute score, or you can spend 1d6 favor to cause a random event, which is on the random events.
Ooh.
You need to find. We'll do that while we play. Alright. Now we move on to Mika, who is outside, tending the garden.
So Mika is outside, and of course the sun is shining bright, shining down on him. He's enjoying the sound of the birds, the feel of the moist soil in his hands as he tends to the vegetation and the plants and the vegetables. He wants to see, a good harvest so that we can have some fresh fruits and vegetables for Akio to prepare. Since Akio is such a wonderful, wonderful cook, Mika enjoys providing her with the quality ingredients that she needs to prepare wonderful food for our master.
Alright, I think that you're going to roll affection.
And this will be my first time ever rolling in Maids, so okay, I see.
Yep. There's a little dice button. Unfortunately, you aren't exactly well equipped to be out here. You're also not much for. You haven't spent a lot of time out here in the garden.
So as I stick the trowel into the dirt, I accidentally tear up the carrots and kind of chop things that shouldn't be chopped. But I think I'm doing a good job.
He walks up behind you and says nothing as she walks back inside.
So Mika looks up at her and smiles with a big shit-eating grin. Like, aren't I doing a great job? And he goes to rub the sweat off of his forehead and just rubs dirt across his face.
He turns to look at you simply and she goes, no. And I'm gonna have you roll 1d6 and gain stress.
Oh, bastards.
Remember that if your stress ever exceeds your spirit, you go into your stress explosion. Alright. So, Sakura, what are you doing in the Alchemy Lab?
Sakura is making drugs, or medicine if you prefer, that would help the master rest and maybe ease the pain of a sickness.
Let's go with cunning for that one. Perfect. So, what have you made?
Oh, well, I've made something similar to morphine, you could say. You know, it's just kind of deadens the nerves and helps them rest.
Alright. So, being able to successfully combine everything that you need to combine, you hand off this concoction to forget my own maid's name to Ia, and she nods and she disappears in a puff of black smoke. The master is pleased. You may roll 1d6 to gain favor. And finally, Nizumi, what are you doing?
Yeah, actually, I sort of panicked. I was like, where would I find, like, the carrier pigeons or the mailbox? I'm assuming it's not actually in a library.
The mailbox would be outside, and carrier pigeons would be on the roof.
Okay, can I retcon the outside near the mailbox, getting the mail?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. I'm gonna be doing that.
Alright, so you open up the mailbox and look through the mail, and you see mostly the usual junk mail. There are, I think, 2 letters that have arrived, one from Maxwell's sister and one from his mother.
Are the envelopes, like, exceptional? They look fancy or thick?
They're both stamped with the Galagon seal. So.
Are they heavy? Like there's something in them other than just, like, a letter?
No, probably just a letter.
Alright, well, I guess I got the mail.
Alright. So you successfully got in the mail. You can actually deliver that to the master yourself if you would like.
Oh yeah, let's go about that.
Alright. I'm not gonna move you back to the map for that though. So you approach the door and you slowly open it. And inside you see the master is laying on his bed and the doctor is there. He's not really doing anything other than just making sure that all of the vitals are okay. And the master looks up and he goes, "Ah, Nizumi, what have you brought me?"
Oh, sir! Just some mail from your family.
I hand him the 2 envelopes.
And Maxwell is like, never talk ever again.
Oh my!
He opens the envelopes and goes, "Ah, yes, my worried sister and mother looking for money again."
I'll just cough awkwardly.
And he reaches out a weak hand to you.
I take his hand very gracefully, very gently.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Oh god.
You sound like Morty.
Oh, jeez.
That's kind of I was thinking a little bit more Mr. Butthole, but yeah.
You can also roll 2d6 to gain favor. Gain 3 favor.
Shit, next time I'm just getting the mail.
Yeah, I know how to play the system, man.
Alright, you maids have some free time right now.
How do I, that's just starting favor. So I just, add it.
Yep, you just add it to what you got. Alright, so the maids now have free time. They can do what they please.
Thought we had to do a master schedule.
You do, but there are specific hour points
Okay.
where things need to be done or will be done late. But currently, you have about 30 minutes of extra time.
And I would revise the master schedule.
All right. So he has about 3 royal meetings today, which are all mostly about his passing and what's going to happen afterwards.
Okay, so is Will, kind of?
More of it's more of royal advisors, like fate of the kingdom, who will take the
So is there anything I need to revise? Any grammatical errors? Or people who've died?
It doesn't appear so. Not on this one, anyway.
Okay.
What does everyone else do while she is looking over the schedules?
Mika is going to go shower and shower the dirt off of him.
All right. And Nazumi?
I'm gonna go to the banquet hall. See some shiny things when I steal it.
Oh man, there are plenty of shiny things in here.
Looking for small shiny things that might not be noticed if they're missing.
There are plenty of gold-plated. There's plenty of gold-plated silverware. There are jewel-encrusted goblets. There are all sorts of things in here.
Yeah, we're going for silverware. We're gonna hide that in my maid dress.
All right, so you just stuff a setting of silverware into your apron, and you're just like, what? No, these just were never here.
Yeah, I mean, I have to.
And as Mika heads to his chambers and towards his showers, as he's walking by Sakura, he kind of gives her a side eye, raises one eyebrow, and says, "You can wash my back for me if you'd like." And he just keeps going.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I could wash your back with my bat if you wish, though it'll leave some marks. Kicky.
Such a tough girl.
All right. As you all finish with your tasks, in 8 o'clock arrives, you find that the master schedule has already been revised. The master has no idea, but Ia is impressed. Ia also has the ability to hand out favor, so she will give the person who did it. So Akio, 1d6 favor.
Wait, okay.
Who did it? Sorry.
The schedule?
Yeah.
That was me.
Okay. Good. Then roll 1d6 to get that favor. Alright. Sorry. Well, you still gain 1 favor. Alright, now you have a whole hour of free time. Or you can do many, I think.
What do random events do?
Random events do random things.
How much do they cost again?
They cost 1d6.
Can I do a random event now?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Nice.
Sure. Get some spice in this game.
Oh man, so you spend 6 favor, and then you roll me a 2d6. Let's see. Alright. So in the banquet hall, as Nizumi is stuffing silverware into her apron, she lifts one of the plates, contemplate taking it, and underneath is what Nizumi recognizes as the calling card of a great thief. He has no name, people only recognize him as V.
I am very shocked.
Oh!
I forgot about the voice for about 5 seconds.
The calling card means that the thief will be here within the day.
Okay.
And he will handily escape you. That is his promise. Whenever he
He'll what?
He will handily escape you. That is his promise.
You know what? I'm gonna go find the head maid. I'm gonna report this.
All right. I'll just put Ia in the map. Why not? All right. So as you approach Ia is silent as she looks up at you. Well, she just looks at you because you're about the same size.
Mika is curious about what they're talking about, so he stands right outside the door here and listens in.
Alright, how about... Alright, then I'm gonna have you roll cunning, Mika. It's a door, so you're good enough. That's all I needed, was that 6. But geez, for a 3 stat.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's actually not how many d6s. You roll 1d6 and then multiply it by your stat.
Yeah.
Alright. Then Nizumi, what do you say to the head maid?
Miss Treeland! Oh my! You must come see this at once!
And she stands and she goes, what must I see?
I believe it's a calling card of
We just call him V, right?
V.
a V.
And despite her usual just bland expression, she raises one eyebrow. Which is a lot for Ia. And she follows you closely as you return to the banquet hall.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, yes. Oh, hi. Hi.
And Ia turns and looks at you and she goes, get back to work.
Of course, but madam, of course. I was just heading out to the garden right now.
And she takes another step forward and she goes, I said to get back to work, not to play in the mud.
Yes, my lady, yes.
And Mika and Ia return to the banquet hall. While that is happening, Akio and Sakura, what are you up to?
Prep for all of the rest of the meals for the day, basically. Doing all the prep work, getting noodles made and stuff like that.
Alright, go ahead and roll skill for that.
Alrighty.
Alright, you easily prepare every meal for today and also tomorrow.
Wicked. All the prep work is done. All I gotta do is put it in a pot.
You just like, in the corner, you have just like 50 boxes of pasta stacked up, and you're like, done.
Boxes of pasta. Sure. No, she does the good stuff. She gets the noodles made, handmade noodles. Making some soba, getting some buckwheat going.
Mmm.
Grabbing
Dark.
miso.
Some baby bok choy.
Yeah.
There are stairs to the basement if anyone would like to go down there and go into the executioner's closet or perhaps the torture room, which is still there mostly for historical purpose.
I'm continuing to listen in on their conversation.
All right, but Sakura, what do you do?
What is the throne made out of?
The throne is just like your normal wood throne.
So Sakura
Red-
is going
red
to
satin and stuff like that.
polish the wood, and make it and clean up the throne, make it all nice and sparkly and clean.
Alrighty. Ia will will move the plate aside, and she'll look down at the calling card, and she'll look up at Nezumi, and she'll go, "This is not a good sign. With the master being sick, V could strike anywhere he wants. Keep on your guard."
Of course, Lady Treeland. What do you suppose we do? We should take some precautions, perhaps.
Mayhaps. Yeah, Old English.
Mayhaps.
I like the idea that she actively has to remember to do that.
It's because she's not like a true knight, she just thinks she's a knight.
Yeah, it's a fake knight accent, so...
Yeah, that's her thing. So it's like every now and again she slips up. She's like, I mean, mayhaps.
Like, maybe you should, maybe thou should.
Exactly.
And Ia walks around the table and she goes, "Perhaps set up some sort of trap of your own. I'm unsure."
I'm gonna take a salute as if I was in the army, and
Understood, ma'am.
I'm gonna go storm off to go make some preparations.
Alright. Ia will walk into the throne room and see that the throne has been polished. She will turn to Sakura and she'll go, "That was not on the list. But good job."
Thank you, Mistress Kicky.
You may roll 2d6 for favor. There you go. Now your one favor is 12 favor.
Oh my.
Suck it.
Alright. Okay. So, Mika, with this new information that you have, what do you do? You know that the thief V is going to arrive sometime today, as well as that Nozomi has been given permission to put a trap somewhere in the house.
So, Mika will slink through the doors and walk up behind Nezumi. So, Nezumi, I understand you can put a trap anywhere you want in this house.
God damn it.
Oh my, Mika! I know thou art well versed in the world of traps!
With your penis and whatnot.
Well,
While I don't quite understand your reference, I do know that you can put a trap in the house. So, where were you thinking of putting that, little Miss Nizumi?
oh my, there are just so many rooms. I don't know. I mean, it escapes my mind. Perhaps where the most valuable treasure, lays?
Well, let me assist you, little Nizumi.
Alright, I'm assuming we have a past with each other, right? We've been maids together for a while.
Yes.
Should I
you
suspect this dude of being shifty, shady?
Should Izumi suspect Mika of being shady?
I mean, you're both lollies and he's calling you small, so.
There's no reason to suspect Mika of any shady dealings.
If anything, I feel like it'd be the other way around.
I feel insulted, I tell you, by the accusation.
I am a prince.
Oh, well, I suppose thine help is greatly appreciated. Well met.
You know what, little Nizumi? How about you let me place the trap?
No, you can certainly assist me with perhaps making or creating a trap, but I think I'll be the one to place it.
I said let me place the trap, Nizumi.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to back up, pal. I'm pulling out my knife.
I imagine Nizumi's just like holding a bear trap, and Mika's like, "Give me the bear trap," and Nizumi's like, "No."
I've got a butterfly knife that doubles as a
Alright.
comb. I'm pulling that out, brandishing
Pull out
it.
your knife.
Uh,
Mika, how do you respond? How do you respond to this knife?
Whoa, hey, little Nizumi. You know, I was just asking to do you a favor, that's all. I wanted to do something for you. That's it, help. I was just here to help. If you don't want my help, that's all you have to say. You don't have to go pulling your steel out on me.
well, I appreciate the assistance, but maybe you came on a little strong. So perhaps you should go back to whence you came, in the garden.
Where I come from. Oh, you don't need roads.
You just
Wait.
like really badly know, incorrectly know movie quotes.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
And then he just kind of flips his hair and turns around and walks away.
All right. Okay, now that you are finished preparing food for the next 2 days,
Yep.
Yeah, you can't hide out in that kitchen all day.
Exactly. That's what she usually does. She's like monotonous with it. Like, she reorganized the pantry. She got everything set up for compost. She's like going to town in here. And now she realizes she's gone far overboard and is just completely baffled at what to do. So, I'm going to do a random event.
oh man, another one. We
Find another V.
Yup.
have V arriving. All right, roll 1d6 and spend that favor.
All right.
Turns out we were V all
Give me that
along.
one. Oh, it's a 5.
All right, so you spend 5 favor and then roll a 2d6.
All right. Oh, I forget there's just a D6 button that I could have rolled. 7.
Let's see. Both of these are really dumb.
Dumb enough to have me roll roll again?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man, must be really like out there.
It was zombies and an assassin.
Hey man, those both work.
Hey, it could have been a zombie assassin. For just saying. Well, there. Here's a slightly better one, maybe.
Okay. Only one of them works because Master is bedridden. Alright. Sakura, from the basement stairs, you see a bright flash of red light. As well as the room becomes much hotter for
Wait,
few
going
minutes.
towards or coming from the basement?
coming from the basement.
Oh no.
Well, Sakura will obviously go to the basement. Which can. Trying to find the
Damn.
source.
Give me one second. Alright. You are now in the basement.
Do I see any red light?
The red light has dissipated, actually, but it does feel like it's becoming much hotter as you go down the stairs.
Can I see which way's hotter? Like, can I feel the heat permeating more on one side of my body than the other?
Yes, it can. And it's coming pretty specifically from the dungeon.
Then Sakura, like the badass she is, will walk to the dungeon. Badass or high out of her mind, whichever one you want.
Both. Oh man. Sakura, unbeknownst to you, Mika has also followed you.
Little bitch.
Yo, fucking creek, dude.
You should be able to move yourself to the dungeon while I
Okay.
get Mika.
You got dirty and just started listening to everyone's conversations and following them.
Hey, now that he's got dirt on him, he's got to get dirt on all of you.
Meanwhile, Akio is going to make tea for the master.
Alright, as you do that, in the basement, at the end of the dungeon hallway, you see a small, what appeared to be completely defunct and erased, what appeared to be a completely unused demon summoning altar is now covered in blood, and a demon has been unsealed.
Sweet.
Mika walks in. What have you done? Looking straight at Sakura.
I've done nothing. Kick. But I made
Well-
you something.
Sakura, you have no proper alibi that you have done nothing. So you're going to take 2 stress.
Okay.
I'm gonna go tell the master that you've summoned a demon.
But
He
I've
will
done
not be pleased by this at all.
The demon points to Mika, and in his deep snarling voice goes, "You will not be going anywhere." And the door slams behind you.
Oh,
I agree with the demon. If you're gonna be telling tall tales, I can't let you leave. Kick.
I saw you with my own eyes. You summoned a demon.
Bullshit. Kick.
And as you guys are arguing, the demon approaches and is going to try to attack Sakura.
What? I was siding with it. Little shit.
Sakura, what you're going to do is you're going to roll athletics against the demon's athletics.
Okay, now what do I have to spend to increase my roll?
You can spend... let me find it.
Because I only got 2 athletics, and that ain't gonna be enough.
Yeah.
I think it was
You
1d6,
can spend
right?
1d6 favor to add 1 to your attribute score or
Okay.
your roll. Alright, so I'm going to have you roll athletics first.
So 1.
You rolled no d6.
Wait, what? 1d6, right?
It just says d6.
Same thing.
That's still the same thing.
Okay.
So I spent
Alright,
1.
so you spend 1 favor and then roll athletics.
That's with the
Yeah,
bonus.
And as she's fighting, Doc's gonna leave. He's gonna open the door and leave.
The door will not open.
He's gonna slam into the door, knock it down.
The door
Early
opens.
Shota muscles.
The door opens inward.
Huh?
The door opens towards you. And it is locked. But Sakura is successful in fending off the demon. How does that look?
Well, Sakura has her bat out, and she's kind of like, almost like baseball. Every time the demon jumps at her, she swings at it like full baseball swing.
Alright. So you hit the demon, and the demon falls back, and he stands and he goes, "I will return, and I will take you and this place with me." And he erupts into flame and disappears.
Well, that was ominous. Kicky.
And the doors unlock and swing open, hitting Mika in the face.
What?
Poor Mika.
That's what you get for being a liar. Kicky.
I'm gonna go tell the master now.
It
You
tried
summoned
to
a
kill me.
demon.
Kicky.
You just laugh a lot.
Master! He's yelling the whole way. Master!
Ia looks up as you run up the stairs, and she goes, "What are you doing?"
Master! Sakura! She summoned a demon into our master's home.
Ia crosses her arms and she goes, "I too am a demon. I often summon myself into this house."
But this demon said it was going to eat our master.
Roll cunning.
Oh, I am not liking your character. Don't forget,
Yeah.
my power is punishment.
Oh my.
Ia turns to Sakura and she goes, Ia turns to Sakura and she goes, "You cannot be summoning demons into this household that are going to attack the master, not in his weakened state."
I do not have the proper knowledge to summon a demon. Kick.
I saw her in the library earlier. She was there.
And
She was learning how to summon a demon.
Ia puts up her hand to stop Mika and she goes, "Get back to work. I will deal with it."
Yes,
Wow.
yes, lady. Yes, lady. Yes. Off to the garden I
Gain
go.
1d6 favor for tattletaling.
Fucking great.
Yes.
And Ia turns to Sakura and she goes, "I want you to go wash the dishes. As you know, Akia is in the kitchen."
Very
So-
well, mistress. Kick.
You also gain 1d6 stress from being subject of a lie.
Yes.
You gain 1 stress. Alright.
Now, what level does stress start affecting you? Like at what point?
Once the spirit that's right there in the parentheses, then if your stress ever exceeds that number, then you go into your stress explosion.
Oh, okay.
So if you have 10 spirit, if you have 11 stress, then you go into your stress explosion.
Mhm.
Alright. So as Sakura goes to the kitchen, and Mika goes to wherever Mika is going to go, Nizumi, what do you do about this trap and the thief who might appear at any moment?
What's the most valuable room? Like, where would all our gold be kept, or our most valuable possessions?
You aren't entirely sure where the master keeps all of his money.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna booby trap the outside of the master's room.
All right. So you head up to housing. What are you going to put in the hallway directly outside of the master's room?
How far out can we go with this? Like, how big can this trap be?
Tom and Jerry, do it.
Alright. First off, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go grab an axe. I'm gonna go see if I can chop some wood. Big old log. Yeah?
Roll skill.
Yeah, which just skill, or?
Yeah. Unless you think that something else works.
Oh, no. I know there's a skill called skill.
Yeah.
10.
Alright, you have some wood. It is not hard to get wood.
Yeah, so I've got some nice hard wood. I'm gonna go back upstairs. Find a rope first. I want some rope so I can tie the wood to the rope,
Roll luck to find some rope. You have found rope.
Alright, now, you said the wood's not that big, right? Is it just, like, splintery, or?
It's whatever you want. You're the one that cut the wood.
Oh, hell no. It's gonna be a huge fucking log. Way bigger than this 12-year-old girl who's carrying it. I'm gonna set up a trap so, like, if he steps over a rope or something, like a tripwire, it's gonna come down and swing on him.
So it's like the log traps in Skyrim.
Yeah.
So Mika, hearing all this commotion, also goes to housing to see what she's doing.
I just imagine it's like like saws and drills. Alright, so you walk up and you see Nozomi putting up this log trap in the ceiling. You aren't entirely sure what's going on.
Huh. Ia will not be pleased by this.
Do I hear him talk to himself?
That was inner monologue, bitch.
I mean, you could roll. I think.
Oh, I've got danger sense, dude. Is this dangerous?
I don't think it's.
I'm not doing anything dangerous. I'm not doing anything dangerous.
Think you can roll luck against Mika's cunning.
Fuck you.
Notice
Let's do
Mika.
this. A lucky little rat girl.
This counts as a battle. Alright. So, because Nizumi has won, Nizumi sees you, as well as Mika takes 18 divided by 3 stress.
What?
B6. You take 6 stress.
I was going to the other,
Mika! Methinks perhaps you should, measure thouest.
Get the hell out of here, Mika, okay?
oh my goodness. And then Mika just kind of shuffles off back downstairs.
Jesus. Oof. Yeah.
The fucking methinks fucking got me so bad.
Yeah, we're gonna do the voice thing. I'm going through puberty, so it makes sense that my voice keeps changing.
Alright, so Mika, you rush back downstairs. Akio, how many dishes does Sakura have to do?
Oh my. Several cutting boards. There's not quite that many because it's mostly pots and pans. Like, there's a lot of, like, the pastry cutters and stuff are there that need to be cleaned. A lot, actually, now that I think about it. I'm in culinary school. I know there's a lot of dishes.
So Sakura, you open the door and dishes flood out as though the room is filled with dishes.
Yeah, the counter is, like, overflowing. She went to town. Handmade noodles,
One side of the room is dishes, and the other side of the room is food. It appears that Akaya has been stuck in here because of all the dishes against the door.
She gave up on actually clearing the dishes to instead make some tea for the master. So that's what she's doing when you get in there. She's sitting quite comfortably, waiting for the tea to finish steeping. Speaking of,
Mika, you little fucking tattletale, I see you there.
it's so good.
So as Sakura starts washing dishes, Miko makes sure that he walks by so that Sakura can see that he sees that she's washing the dishes, and he smirks and says, I hope you have fun, wench, and walks off.
Oh, if I summoned a demon, he wouldn't kill the master, that's for sure. Kicky. He'd kill that little prick.
Akio kind of is off to the side, kind of like very quietly, keeping to herself as the timer starts going off for the tea to finish steeping. And she's going to just slowly and quietly slither on out of
For
the
being
room.
a government official, Snake, you are very quiet.
Oh yeah, she is. She's cool, but also pure. So she didn't like the language and like the implications of all of that. So she was more keen on leaving.
Oh, Akio. The master has asked that I bring him his lunch. Do you have something prepared?
She kind of looks him over. There's this kind of like look on her face of like she it's not that she doesn't like him, but she finds him unsavory almost. It's that kind of like knowing look. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe.
The master is waiting, Akio. The master is waiting. We shan't keep him waiting.
Of course. I've prepared karage and some rice as well.
Very good, very good.
It's
Is
in
it
the
in?
kitchen. I'm taking
Very
his
good.
tea now.
And I go and I grab the food and the dishes and the trays and everything else and walk out with the master's lunch.
Yeah.
All right.
Akio takes the tea on up as well.
And as Akio is taking the tea, I reach one hand out and say, I'll take that to him as well. And he reaches for the tea.
She is much taller than you. She's got her snake tail form on like most of the time because she's more comfortable that way. And yeah, she's pretty darn big with that thing. She kind of just raises it up a bit and says, "That's not necessary."
You're like, Mika's like 4'3", and Kyo's like 7'6".
Exactly.
And Mika just rolls his eyes and says, very well. You can present the tea to him.
Of course.
For the fun again.
Lady Ia, I shall take the master's lunch to him now.
Very good.
I want to report my the security measures are in place.
Yeah. Akio just gives a curt kind of, not quite a curtsy because she's carrying a tray, but more so a nod to Ia and Nezumi as she passes, quite politely.
All right. Ian nods and she goes, "You have told the other maids, correct?" And here's where the fun begins. Nezumi, your cunning versus Mika's luck.
He does know. He saw it earlier, right?
Yeah.
I know.
So, Mika, you are able to successfully step over it then. But
Well,
Akio is a snake.
when we get up there, after you, Akio, after you. Ladies first. You may take the tea into the master.
What a nice young lad.
She
Alright,
raises
then-
the one visible eyebrow. Is there any roll she could make to notice this ahead of time? Because
Oh,
he's always suspicious.
This is versus my cunning, right?
Yep, it's. I think it's both of your cunnings. It's just cunning versus cunning.
Alright, I'm gonna spend some of my favor to increase my cunning.
Oh, it's
What?
actually
Let's hear-
Miko's. It's Mika's versus Akio's
Oh,
cunning.
for the lie? I thought it was for the
Yeah.
trap.
For the lie. Well, first the lie, and then if
What am
Akio
I?
fails, then it'll be for the trap.
What am I lying about?
No,
You're
it's
trying to
that
lure me
Akio
to
is
the trap,
suspicious of
more
you.
so than lying.
Yeah, is that Akio is suspicious of you.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
You're both rolling cunning.
Alright. I'm gonna spend a d6 to improve mine.
God damn it.
Alright.
Come on, Doc.
Let's see.
Alright, so you spend 3 favor.
And come on, shit.
Alright, even though you are suspicious, you detect no ill intention.
Okay.
Now it's
After
Nezumi's-
you, Akio. After you.
Now it is Nezumi's cunning versus Akio's luck.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a 1d6 so I can spend it to
Alrighty.
increase.
Well, there you go. Spend 1 favor, increase your stat by 1, and both of you roll. Also, Akio takes 4 stress
Okay.
from the cunning combat.
Alright.
I mean, this is a competition, yeah? We all want that prize money.
Oh, you know it, yeah. Let me see. Oh, fuck, I'm not gonna bother increasing. I literally can't, yeah.
Alright, yeah, it's not good, as you take 9 stress as you trigger a trip rope, look down at it and go, and then look up just in time to see a log smash into your chest and launch you into the back wall.
Oh my,
Dropping
yeah,
the tea.
she's probably quite injured.
Yes, you drop the tea everywhere, it shatters all over.
Can I
Mika,
can I
startled.
make an attempt to have the tea go in a certain someone's direction?
You can go ahead and roll luck.
Yeah, she's gonna try and pass it off basically, as the thing hits her, if that's possible.
Alright. Alright. Pass it off being like full tray intact, or pass it off
Hopefully.
like.
Um,
Oh, okay.
If she manages, that's what she's going for. But if not, it's probably all over him.
So, some of the chinaware rattles against the silver platter as it's passed off to Mika, but nothing falls or breaks,
And
other than Akio.
Mika just kind of shifts his weight and moves to the side a little bit. And as the log is coming, he sees her get hit, and her hands extend out in front of her as the force pushes her back. And when the tray is out in front of her, he just slips his hand under the tray and takes the tea and looks at her and then steps over her and into the master's chamber and said, "Sir, I have brought your lunch and hot tea."
Ah, thank you very much.
I apologize for the noise out there. Akio is fooling around.
Oh my god.
Akio, you are in very much pain. I want you to roll 2d6 to gain stress.
All right. In addition to the stress she gained from getting
In
hurt?
addition to the stress you gained from
The log.
In addition to the 9
Alright.
you gained from the log.
2d6?
Yep.
This turned into the fuck-acky game.
Fucking hell, yeah. Oh my.
It's some pretty severe damage.
And
Does
then
does that put you over?
I don't. So wait. So how much did I get? I got 11, and then I had 4 from the cunning one, and then
9 from me.
So you gain. So
yeah,
you're at 24.
yeah. So that does take her over. Yeah.
All right. So
Says a lot.
yeah, it's sometimes considered better to actually have less spirit because you're not in your stress explosion for as long. There it is. Because for every point of stress you have, you are in your stress explosion for a real life minute.
Oh, okay.
So I will set that timer.
What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here for about 5 hours.
Well, it's a good thing she made all that extra food ahead of time. There goes tomorrow's meals.
Akia, your stress explosion is binging. And it has started.
Mhm.
Oh, he's gonna go eat that food.
Yeah, run to the master's room, snatch that shit up.
So, Mika lets the master know that, Master, I have worked very hard on this meal for you today. I have made you the finest in ramen and soba and the soup. Oh, I couldn't
That's not
even
even what I
begin to
brought.
tell you about the soup. Whatever the fuck is on the tray.
All this shit. I made it.
Master, I tended the garden with my own hands this morning, pulled the vegetables that you now will eat and enjoy. It's been a pleasure serving you.
I hope it
And then
doesn't
he-
taste like shit.
He kind of like bows a little bit as he walks backwards towards the door. Anything for you, Master.
The master looks up and he goes, Mika, you're doing a very good job.
Thank you,
Keep up
Master.
the good work.
Thank you, Master.
And Mika, you get to roll 3d6 for favor. For being a kiss ass.
Don't hate me, guys.
Don't hate the player.
Well, that's 8, so.
All right.
You gain 8 favor.
So I'm at a total of 13 now.
I want to make my way over here to Sakura.
Alright.
I feel like she's still cleaning shit, yeah?
Yes. She'll probably be
I
here
am.
for a very long time. She'll probably be here for about an hour.
Oh yeah, what the
Well
heck?
met, Sakura.
Well met.
Why you here, little plump?
I simply wish to lend a hand to a friend in need. I see you have a mighty task ahead of you.
I will accept any help at this point.
I'm gonna help her do dishes and maybe strike up midway conversation.
So is it me, or has that Mika boy been acting a bit strange lately?
Everyone's gonna kill him.
Well, Mika has stabbed me in the back twice now.
Oh my heavens to Betsy!
No.
I did not know that she carried a knife.
Get the hell out of here, Mika. You can't eavesdrop on everyone, god damn it.
With his power, does he always know when the fuck people are talking about him?
It's fucking telepathic.
You know what?
No.
Actually, Nezumi, if Mika is gonna eavesdrop, Nezumi is well aware.
Question, how do we use if we have magic power, how does that work? Like, I have fortune telling.
You can. Well, fortune telling is pretty specific. It would be you would do whatever you do to tell someone's fortune, which in your case would be get high with them.
Yep.
And then you would specifically tell their fortune, and then you would tell their fortune in probably some obscure, like riddly kind of way, and then I would implement it into the game somehow.
Nice.
Don't worry about Mika. Kiki. I plan on slipping him some hallucinogens. He'll make a total fool out of himself. Kiki.
Oh my! How scandalous! However, I believe he already makes enough of a fool of himself already.
Truly.
How does that make you feel, Mika?
Wait, did he hear that? Ah, shit.
Yeah, is he eavesdropping? Is that the question?
Yes.
Eavesdropping everything, goddammit.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Alright.
with Akio, would she, I guess, head to the kitchen as well because of the fact that she has to go binge?
I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, that's Akio's choice.
I was gonna say, because I don't know, like, how the binge thing affects her.
You
Like,
may
is she
only
able to,
take
like-
actions that involve binging.
Okay, yeah.
As
Then I
long
guess-
as you are eating while you do something, you can do the action.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, then
is
in
it
that
specifically food binging or
He
binging
doesn't.
anything?
That's what Akio has chosen is food
Okay.
binging.
Case, yeah, I figured it was fitting. But yeah, in that case, she would have headed down to take all the dango she had made ahead of time.
But no, it doesn't have to be specifically food. It could be television binging. It could be reading binging. It could be really anything. As long as you are consuming a lot of it, an unnecessary amount.
In this case, it is going to be dango.
All right.
After
Pretty much everyone has arrived at the kitchen. But Mika, how did the conversation that they just had about you make you feel?
oh, it's to be expected from petty bitches like them.
Oh shit!
All right.
Yeah, Akio would have completely ignored Mika as she slithered into the kitchen and started
He would have-
warming up a bunch of dango.
You look hurt, Akio. You look injured. I hope you will be okay.
Oh, one moment! Mika, don't leave! I have an announcement to make.
Mika heads over to
Mika
Iya. Madam Iya, for
Yes.
some reason, I don't know if she meant to do harm, but Nezumi placed a trap outside of our master's bedroom and injured poor Akio. I don't think that was the right thing to do. Someone could get hurt or worse, especially right outside our master's room. I don't know what that little thing was thinking. I think someone should have a talk with her.
While he's doing it, I'm gonna make my announcement about.
Oh, there's a trap outside the master's room. Please be aware.
But Iya says, well, while the placement of the trap is indeed Nezumi's fault, the trap itself is my own. I will unfortunately have to take the blame for this one.
No, I understand your reasoning for a trap. She should never have put it there. Don't be too hard on yourself, milady.
And she nods and she goes, return to work, Mika.
As you say.
Mika has done no work.
Literally nothing.
He has the most favored, I think.
Oh, I used to, but then I spent it on shit. Ow, 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 I spilled my tea, fuck, ow, shit.
Now, can you direct random events at someone? Or no?
You can indeed.
Can I direct a random event at Mika?
I would also like to direct.
Let's all do
You
it.
can have. You want to have 38 random events happen at once?
Yeah.
Let's have 3 because I'm in on it as well. I've still got, let me see, 7 points left.
It's called Karma,
Alright.
man.
6.
So, yep, let's see. 2d6, you know?
Yeah, all of you roll to spend your favor, and then we'll do them one at a time.
Oh yeah, to spend it. It costs 3. So.
It costs 3 though.
Alright.
Put 2 more.
Then we'll take Akaya's first, which is
4 favor left.
yeah, you can direct that one. It's not going to be super direct, but it's going to be directed.
Yeah, let me see. It was a 4.
Oh god, you guys.
All right.
Oh my god.
Absolute power, Grubs. Absolute.
Wait, how does this work? How do I do it again? I just rolled a shit ton of stuff for no reason, I think.
No, you got it. You spent it and then you rolled the 2d6.
Okay, cool.
God, I burnt the hell out of my leg.
Well, you did more than that. All of you are very shaken, quite literally, as the entire mansion starts to rumble. What this is an earthquake.
Oh my.
There's also the smoke alarms start to go off.
Oh no.
As Akio apparently forgot that she put one last dish in the oven before heading off to make tea, and the oven lights on fire. And while all of this is happening, Mika, the masked villain known as V, appears in front of you in a puff of smoke with a rather large knife.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, Mika's gonna kill the villain, he's gonna stop the earthquake, put out the fire,
This is gonna be great.
save the
He
day.
rushes out. He rushes into the grand hall, and she's like, "What in the fuck is going on?"
Miss Ia, V, he's here.
And as you do that, V is going to try to stab you. You may
Okay.
roll whatever stat you like, as long as you can justify rolling that stat.
So I'm going to, as he goes to swing at me, I take my bat that's strapped to my back, and I come swinging around in front of me to block his knife blade. Oh!
Oh
Well,
my.
his stat is only a 3, so he could also roll a 1.
Nope,
he rolled a
nope,
six.
nope. It's not a 1.
So you take 4 stress as a knife enters your gut.
Ah.
And V disappears in another puff of smoke. As you look down, you see that he has also carved his calling card into your gut.
Oh my.
Damn you, V! But
The calling card is just the really poorly cut Z, or poorly cut V.
as the house shakes, I run into the banquet hall, and because I know they're all over here, and I grab a chair and I lodge it up against this door here.
Okay.
Hold up, I got foreboding. Do I know
Yeah.
he's trying to trap me in here?
You are well aware of. Well, it's probably less you know he's trying to trap you in here, and more, oh god, earthquake, oh god, fire.
Ah!
And
It's because it's just this constant sensation of it is dangerous.
and I wedge it up nice and hard against the door.
Roll skill or
Hold up,
athletics,
hold up.
whichever one you want.
He went over there, got a little fight, and yelled, and we're just chilling in the kitchen.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. The oven is on fire.
What the hell is up with these ones, man?
Sakura, freaking out, is going to run towards this door and try to slam through it.
Roll athletics.
Is it versus mine?
And
Nah.
I roll a 1d6 to boost the athletics again.
Yep.
Okay.
How are you boosting it?
By spending favor.
Oh. So spend 5 favor? What if you don't have the favor that you roll?
If
Or
you
you
don't
have a
have the
D6.
favor that you roll, you simply do not do it.
No, craps.
In the meanwhile, Akio is grabbing a box of baking soda and putting out the stove fire.
While eating?
Yeah, she literally has Dango hanging from her mouth as she's doing this.
Well, you slam your elbow into the door, and it more hurts your elbow than it hurts the door.
Oh my gosh, no.
It's a fire.
I must save the master. I must save the master.
It's not only a fire; it's also an earthquake. It's a firequake.
Is there just blood dripping on the ground where we can follow Mika?
Yes.
I'm gonna chase down that blood trail.
Okay.
Miss Ia, Lady Ia, we must get the master out.
And Ia looks and she goes, "The master cannot be moved. He is hooked up to far too many things."
I will protect him with my own body.
Oh, there's blood everywhere! Who's gonna clean this?
As you just like stumble down the hall as the earthquake happens.
So,
Well, as the fire is put out and V has handily escaped. For now. The earthquake subsides.
So, Akio grabs a few more skewers of Dango and is going to head out to talk to Ia.
Okay. And Ia looks up at you. She looks very up.
Yeah, very up. Yeah, she's kind of in her snake form, and she's kind of like got tears streaming from one eye and like a little bit from under the eye patch, and she's like munching on Dango at the same time, and she's very roughly getting out like this long apology, or attempting to, about how she didn't know about the trap and how Doc. How she was able to pass the tea to Doc, or not Doc, sorry, Mika. But she should have known better about the trap, and she should have spotted it sooner and all this stuff, and then the kitchen was on fire, and now, etc., etc. This long apology, and as she's kind of doing this, she's just gonna kind of subconsciously wrap around Ia, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And in like this big hug.
Yeah, during a stress
But also
explosion, you would gain favor, but during a stress explosion, you can't gain favor. So
It's like, actually, I can explain the kitchen fire. Kicky.
I caused it.
No, like, Mika was snooping around and she had quite a hateful glare. Kicky. And then he said a few words that I couldn't understand, and the oven caught fire. Kicky. It sounded like magic.
Do you want to roll cunning?
Yep.
Dump all the rest of your favor. I think that's a good choice.
He doesn't need to. Ia turns as Mika goes to walk up the stairs, and Ia goes, "Mika, now." And she just points to right next to her.
yes, Lady Ia. What can I do for you? But surely shouldn't we be checking on the master after an earthquake and a fire, all caused by those ones? And he points over.
I think Akio can check on the master just as well as you. Kicky.
Of course you can, Demi. Of course you can.
Akio's still like kind of crying and munching on Dango as she's still wrapped around Ia.
Or maybe she can't. Kicky.
Yeah, and Ia is just like kind of slowly lifted into the air. As this coil kind of gets like a bit tighter around her, she's instead of crushing her, just slowly lifts her up because she's already dead. And
Yep.
she looks down at Mika and she goes, "That is not what I heard."
Well, I don't know what you heard, and whatever it was, it sounds like it was probably a lie, and I would be very upset if I were you that your maids are lying to you directly to your face as if they have no respect for you whatsoever.
Fire quakening.
This is the
but
best.
Ia crosses her arms and she goes, "Then do tell me what you saw."
I saw that Sakura girl, in the kitchen when the fire started. I believe she just started it. She was very angry when she went in there. She was mad about having to wash dishes. She said she wanted to Do something about it. Something about you telling her to go wash dishes. She was very upset with you.
There were 2 other people in the kitchen with me, and my hands were soaking wet. I was washing dishes in water, not in gasoline.
You know what?
Kicky.
That
Akio
little
still
serpent
wrapped around
over there.
Ia, kind of just nodding her head vigorously as she munches.
Okay. Then let's have Sakura and Mika both roll cunning.
Is there any way for me to give
No!
Sakura... Oh, never mind.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Don't need to.
Every roll I've made, like the last 3 rolls, have all been 1s.
It
Just
is.
bad luck, because you're a little shithead.
It's called karma.
Karma.
What's your luck stat, man?
What?
What's your luck stat?
3?
Well, you know, I don't think you're living
Is
up
that
to
your
that.
highest stat?
Oh my.
Alright, so Mika, you take 2 stress. As Ia tells you off for using... She doesn't tell you off for just straight using magic. She tells you off for using magic to try to cook.
It saddens me that you've taken her side in this argument. Even though I know she's lying, I understand that you don't quite know that she's lying. That's okay. You can be forgiven, Lady Ia.
That's some
But-
fucking shit start words.
But now, may I please do my job and check on the master and make sure he's okay?
Oh, wait, 1 moment, Mika.
You back off, bitch.
Whoa! Hark, prithee, your wound requires tending. You're getting blood everywhere. I'm gonna heal you.
You're the one that set that trap.
What? I didn't carve a V into your chest.
No, you just have no... You just do not care about our master to set up such a lethal trap outside of his
Oh,
door.
okay, Mika, I just want to heal you. You have an injury right there, and I can help.
If she
So-
doesn't want to be healed, then don't heal him.
Who you should be
It's-
trying to heal is Akio. Akio was damaged horribly by your log
I am
trap.
trying to help you.
She was damaged horribly by your words.
You go and heal Akio. She was injured by your trap, not I.
All right, you know what? Fine. You don't want me to help? I won't help. Stop getting blood on my ground. I just finished cleaning the throne room. I'm sick and tired of blood everywhere. Ah! I mean,
you got blood on my ground.
Wait. Heavens to the... I quit.
So, while you guys were talking, I've been cleaning the throne room, except for
Yeah.
the blood.
Ia has been watching you and is... Well, she hasn't really been watching you. She's been seeing you out of the corner of her eye. She hasn't been entirely sure what you're doing. Until she finally gets a chance to actually look, and she is impressed that through the chaos you were able to still manage to do your job. Roll 2d6.
Nice.
Hey.
There you go.
And Mika takes some dressing or some cloth or whatever and covers his wound as he goes to check on the master.
All right.
I try to be friends with him. I try to...
Akio kind of sets Ia down and then starts wrapping around Nezumi, and like hugging her and like shoving some dango towards her mouth as well now.
Yeah.
As
It's
you do
mumbling
so,
as-
your stress explosion ends.
Yeah.
It's organic.
She kind of wipes her eyes a bit and nods her head, and she kind of says, "I'm sorry for setting off your trap."
Oh, no. I apologize. I should have given you all forewarning. I knew that V was coming, and I tried to do... Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sakura's going to
pats-
follow Mika.
She
Alright.
pats Nezumi on the
Upstairs.
head. and says it's okay.
See that? That's friendship, okay?
Too bad for you, Ia hates friendship.
So,
He is glad that you two are getting along. Both of you gain 1d6 favor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's good.
so Miko walks into the master's room.
I
Sir,
follow her on her heels.
The master is being tended by his doctor. His vitals went up a bit when the earthquake started and the smoke alarms went off, but they have returned to normal.
Sir, I just wanted to make sure that you're okay, that everything is all right, and that you have everything you need.
Oh yes, I am quite all right.
Oh, that makes my heart swell with happiness, sir. Is there anything else that I can do for you? Is there anything I can get for you?
No, I am quite all right. In fact, I don't think I'll be partaking in dinner tonight.
No, no, sir. Oh, well, should I bring you a tray?
No, thank you.
Very well. Then let me go ahead and get Sakura out of here so that you can get your rest. She came up here to bother you about something, but I will make sure that that doesn't happen.
Well,
And he starts backing away and pushes her out the door.
I'm actually here for
as
a
he
weekly
shuts
fortune telling.
shuts the door behind.
Okay, well, Sakura's gonna try to push her way past because it's weekly fortune telling time, bitch.
He's gonna stay right there and block her way.
All right, that sounds like athletics versus athletics, or any other skill if you think that if you can give me a logical reason to use it instead.
I can do athletics. Shit.
I can do athletics, he
damn it.
says.
I can do athletics. All right, so Sakura, you are pushed into the hall. It looks like weekly fortune-telling time. We'll have to wait until another day.
Let me tell you your fortune.
What
Let me
do
tell you
you
your
see?
fortune and you pull out your tarot cards, and it goes, "Oh look, you're a bitch."
If you want, I can tell you your fortune. Kicky,
So fucking
though I can
bad.
already see it's full of bullshit.
Oh, man. I have a quick question, Doc. Was this a plan from the beginning, or this just...
There's always got to be one.
Yeah.
Oh right. Let's see. Sakura gains 5 stress from the combat.
Everybody getting fucked up.
Oh yeah. What about Sakura?
Nah, I'm still two-way.
No, I'm saying you just lost a athletics combat
Yeah,
against
that
me.
was the stress he just took.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gained 5.
Yeah, we've been fucking up names, but Sakura and Sakura are the same person.
Yeah.
Mika,
So,
Mika, I have to ask, what's your plan here? Kiki, you're turning everyone against you. Your back is wide open too.
what is this, apocalypse world?
I mean, it's kind of sounding like it at this point.
What's your
Getting
plan
there.
here?
My plan is to serve my master to the best of my abilities. Just as your plan should be to serve the master to the best of your abilities.
I'm just here to pay back the favor. Kick. As soon as that's done, I'm off to get high as shit.
Well, be gone then. Be gone.
You be gone, bitch.
Ia looks to Akio and Nizumi, and she goes, "I believe it's time to retire for the night."
Yes!
Akio nods. As you say, my lady.
But first, I must go check the messenger pigeons and check the mail for the master.
Mika, I've already gotten mail.
You didn't check the messenger pigeons. I shall
You're
do
going the
that.
wrong way to get to the
on the
message.
Wrong way, buddy. It's on the roof. Nope, you're too late. You just walked up.
It's like, but I need to go check the messenger pigeons, and then you walk off, and everybody kind of looks at each other, and then Mika opens the door again and goes, "They're not that way."
Anyhow, you know what I'm doing.
Are you going outside into the garden?
I checked the messenger pigeons.
Yeah.
All right.
Pidgeotos.
Was there anything there?
Just shit.
There is not.
Yes.
So... is
Lady
it like...
Ia, there are no messages from the pigeons.
Very good. Then perhaps it is time to retire.
Yeah. I'm willing to call it a day. Or night.
Actually, Sakura tries... Oh, wait, is it over now?
No, the next
Oh.
day. Well, the
Yeah,
next day
no,
will be
No,
getting all your
wait.
time.
I try to. While Mika, I'm gonna wait for Mika to go by and try to get is it Nezumi and
Yeah.
Akio and try to get them to the corner and say, "Well, we can all see that there's a problem with Mika's attitude of late. I think we need to teach her manners. Perhaps the old soap and sock style." Kicky.
Or perhaps, if you would like, we can put smallpox in his small clothes.
You could do that, and I think I might try to drug him tonight.
Akio kind of shakes her head. That's not the way we should do things. That's not the way of a proper maid.
Well,
Oh my, I've forgotten myself.
good for me that I'm not a proper maid. Kick. I'm still gonna drug him though. Ta-da!
By chance, do you have
An idea for how we should proceed with Mika.
She looks to Miko's facing.
God damn it, Mika. Get the fuck out of here. You're on the roof. Get out.
Looks towards Nizumi and says,
You're not there.
I think we should let him be. He will destroy himself by going against the proper ways.
But I believe maybe, perhaps, if we were to come to an agreement, we could all get along and better serve our Lord, our Master.
We could do that, but I'm still gonna drug him. Kick. Calling me a demon summoner. How rude.
I suppose I cannot stop either of you from doing as you wish, but I suppose it would be good if we could get along with him. And if she kind of has a bit more of a wry smile now, slightly, as she looks at Sakura, we're able to lighten his mood a bit, then I suppose that would be in all of our best interest in serving the Master.
I'll lighten his mood and then twist it a bit. Kick.
Yo, Doc, what are your traits again?
Let me open that up. My traits.
Your special qualities.
Shota, Alien, and Prince.
Okay. Is there... Going by those parameters, what would be a nice show to Alien Prince gift I would maybe be able to find and offer him at one point?
A worm. A giant fat worm.
With a little crown on it.
Cyberdong.
I mean, we've known each other for a bit, all of us, I assume, right? We've been working at this place.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I'm new. I'm newish.
Okay.
All right.
But
Then
would I be able to find anything that Doc would appreciate, you think?
Even
perhaps
astronomy for dummies.
Perhaps tomorrow in certain places you might be able to roll cunning.
Alright, cool. Let's just proceed then to the next day.
Wait,
Or resting.
wait, but can I attempt to drug him in his sleep?
Of course you can.
Yes. Gonna try to sneak in and dope him the fuck up.
I need both of you to roll luck.
Ooh, that was some cunning shit.
Part of the biology of me being an alien is I don't need sleep.
Oh.
Oh, well, screw me.
So then you open the door and Mika
I guess
looks over.
I try to force myself on him and then drug him.
Sexually, you know?
Okay.
No, just try to like grapple with him, wrestle with him, aggressively, and then drug him.
Then I think that's athletics versus athletics.
Oh no. Okay.
Your best stat.
Put all of your favor into it, dude. Just do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that. Yes.
Alright.
So what is she doing?
She's increasing her athletics by 1.
So I can to physically abuse you and drug you.
Sure, I'll increase my athletics by 1 as well.
Alrighty, then spend that favor.
Yeah.
Well, you better, jeez.
It's a 5 favor and 2 roll, man.
Why didn't that add my extra?
Oh, you have to click it up one to
Five
add.
doesn't
times,
matter.
but 5
It's
times
still
two
a
is 10.
10.
Yeah, it's still 10.
So I'm gonna drug you up with hallucinogens. Sweet dreams, bitch.
Alright. So now
Whoa.
you are having. You don't need to sleep, but you are going on quite the trip tonight.
Well, but my plan is I'm gonna drug myself and try to see his future, see what he's gonna plan.
Alright.
That's what I'm trying to see in his future. Try to outwit him.
Alright, so as Mika
Trip out.
as Mika crumples to the ground in this drug-induced trip,
I put a little less.
and also takes I think 5 stress.
Both of us?
No, just Mika.
Yeah.
Mika takes
Does
5
that
stress.
do it? Does that burst you?
No.
Mika takes 5 stress, crumples to the ground in a drug-induced trip, and Sakura sits down and also goes into this trip and begins to see Mika's future. What do you see in Mika's future, Sakura?
I see a great.
Say it as a riddle, though.
Oh. Okay.
Not like a real riddle, just like be super cryptic about it.
Okay. There is a great ball of fire who screams in the night. He calls out to Mika, and Mika responds with fright. His parentage haunts him, his future cryptic. All he wants to be is recognized by the king, but he never shall be, for that great ball of fire blocks his path full of ire.
Man, that's just like real fortune telling. Didn't understand a damn thing.
The idea that it is Akio because she just blows things up and sets things up.
It may be.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Alright.
Does
You
that
wake
give
up
me
to the-
anything, or is that just a fortune?
This is a fortune which I can now implement any way that I see fit.
Oh, okay.
Lol.
Well, wait, can you repeat it back to me word for word? Make sure that you know it.
I can't repeat it back word for word, but I know there's a ball of fire, and it's also really bad for Mika.
No.
And his parentage. He's embarrassed by his parentage. Don't forget that.
Well, that's more of a past. It's not really a future. Unless he finds out his
As
parents.
you,
No, but like it says, you're running away from your parentage.
Hmm.
And why else would
Ah,
any prince
I'm not
be-
actually an alien.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
alright. The next day rolls around, and the maids awaken.
Am I still in his room?
Yes.
I hope not. Oh,
both
shit.
both of you come down from this trip at relatively the same time. I feel like Sakura, because you've done this before, you come down a bit
Yeah,
easier.
I run away. I run out of my room and I get in my bed,
All right.
thinking of excuses.
Then Mika, as you come down from this trip, you realize that Sakura assaulted you. You think, and Also, your door is very open.
What the hell? What has that little bitch done now?
It's a little bitch. I'm pretty sure she's taller than you, man.
Yeah, I'm taller than you, bud.
Is
What is
there
that
any way for me to
tiny
wake up a
little
little bit
bitch
early
done?
and make tea for the master?
Hey,
You
we all have this eternal clock. Internal, yeah?
Yeah, you all have your circadian rhythms.
That's what I figured. Okay, cool. Yep. Well, that's what Akiyo's doing, is she's straight to the kitchen. that's,
Alright.
that's her MO.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
go into
so
the kitchen and you're like, what? What? I thought I prepared all this food. What the hell?
Only to realize, like, oh yeah, the food for, like, the next couple days, I ate it.
yeah. I'm gonna
Alright.
go to a library, look for a book Alien Boy will like.
Alright, go ahead and roll cunning.
Like, really like, not just sort of appreciate.
Oh man. You find a book called How Not to Be a Bitch, Human Edition.
I feel that's gonna start some shit. I'm not trying to start anything here.
Dude, get
You
him
also-
Astronomy for Dummies.
Yeah, you also find several astronomy books.
Okay, cool.
But also How Not to Be a Bitch, Human Edition. Alright. And Mika and Sakura, what do you guys do in the morning?
Mika is just kind of like rubbing his head, has a headache and doesn't know why.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
No, I can.
Yeah.
And he has a vague memory of Sakura coming into his room last night.
Alright. So, as all of you begin your tasks, you hear from the Grand Hall, you hear shout, "We have an announcement. Please come to the Great Hall."
Alrighty. Akiyo heads there.
Why, hello,
Presumably
Mika.
with tea.
Why, hello, Mika. How did you sleep last night?
I don't sleep.
Really? You seemed quite tuckered out when I saw you.
So you were in my room. You
No,
admit it.
I'm talking about when you woke up. I was never in your room, of course. Kicky.
He sighs, and she looks saddened, which is an emotion, which is not something that Ia usually shows.
There is like kind of almost a panicked fear on Akiyo's face, and she kind of mutters, "Is the master?"
The doctor says the master will go by the end of the day. The will rider will be here at noon. I suggest if you have anything else you would like to do with or for the master, you do it soon.
Akiyo nods.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make him the finest tea I ever have.
I'll promise that he will dance on clouds and dream of angels.
I shall do anything the master needs.
But actually, it's crieth.
Crying tears streaming down my eyes, thine eyes, oh.
All right. You are dismissed.
Mika, wait, one moment. Hark thee, halt. Shit.
What is it, little one?
Fret not, my companion, for... Okay, wait.
I'm gonna pull out the books from behind me.
So, a wise man once said, foretold, that we read to know we're not alone. And I know we don't always get along, Mika, but I want you to know that you're not alone.
I'm gonna hand the books.
I've spent a lot of my time looking for these for you, and I just hope maybe you enjoy them.
And Mika takes the books and sees that there are different types of astronomy books, some actually relating to his solar system. And he thumbs through the pages, and he thumbs through, and he stops on one page, and he looks longingly, and a smile comes across his face, and he looks up at Nizumi and back down at the page. He says, "Thank you, little one. This has made me very happy this morning. It's my home system." And he turns the book and points to the page and shows her, "See here. This is where I'm really from."
Ah! Ooh!
You are a strange man.
And then he glances down and sees another book behind her back, and he tilts his head to see what book it is, and it says, "How Not to Be a Bitch?"
Human edition.
Human
yeah,
edition?
this is for Akio.
The most polite fucker in the castle. Like, how not to be a bitch?
Yes, well,
Because you secretly are.
you should give it to Sakura. That's the one who needs to read that book.
Oh, well, here, if you think so, you can give it to her, I suppose.
Yes, well,
Good job, Nizumi.
I shall hand it to her. Thank you. And he reaches out and he takes it.
Okay,
And
so
then he... What? So what?
we cool? Just quit calling me short. We're like the same height, and we're good.
And then he walks over to Lady Iya. Lady Iya, did you know that Nizumi was going to give this book to Sakura? It's a very rude gesture. I do agree.
He looks at the book, and she looks up at you, and she goes, "Mika, I've literally been standing here this entire time."
Yes, well, you heard her. She was going to give it to her, and I stopped her.
Mika, go back to work.
You can find me in the garden if you need me.
We should probably like put some security around that.
There's a low fence.
I like the idea that it's a low fence and Mika has to climb it.
As he walks by, he throws the book down at Sakura's feet
Okay.
and keeps walking.
At her feet or my feet?
That's Sakura's.
Ooh.
Sakura, how do you react to this?
Sakura looks at the title of the book and says, this could actually be useful. Kicky. And keeps it for herself.
It's a nice bedtime story.
In the meanwhile, Akio is going to bring a really epic breakfast and some
Oh
tea.
man, you
the
should roll
master.
to see how epic that breakfast is by
let's
rolling
roll.
plus skill.
Is there a way to spend points to decrease his roll?
You could decrease his roll by just getting in his way and doing something that would
No.
be in his way.
Nazumi's not trying to start shit. I'm trying to start shit.
You can direct a random event at them.
Oh my.
Fuck it. I'll let it pass.
Alright.
Alright. I will roll my skill. Let's see. What's my favor? I am going to... Yeah, I'll roll. Fuck yes.
It is a pretty epic breakfast.
It's
But
pretty
what is
epic.
it?
Tamagoyaki, as well as some amazing rice. And
It's not just normal rice, like boring rice.
no, it's sushi rice made really amazingly. Like, trust me, it is actually like a whole nother thing. But very, very well seasoned. The tamagoyaki has
with
cheese.
dashi and bonito flakes.
Exactly, you know what you're doing. Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep. As well as some amazing green tea.
Okay.
Ah,
you encountered
Akio.
Furia on the way out.
That smells wonderful. Here, let me help.
That's not needed. I'll be taking
But-
it up myself today.
But you are still so injured after Nezumi set that trap on you yesterday.
You know, you try so hard.
But in
Your
the end,
concern
it
is
doesn't even
unneeded.
matter.
I have recovered, and it was my own fault for not spotting the trap in time. Mika was right to try and protect the master.
Well, yes, I
Sorry,
was. You were right.
Nezumi. Yeah.
Indeed!
I agree with you. I was correct.
But yeah,
I said, let me help you.
As I said, is not needed. Any extra stress to the master today could be the last straw. I suspect you know that and will behave appropriately.
And
Fucking dog bark.
and Mika takes his bat off of its sling and starts tapping it on the table. I said, let me help you.
I'm gonna do a Mika here and walk in.
Oh, all of a sudden from across the mansion.
Just like you, bud.
Yeah, what happened to the garden, bro?
That's my special ability, actually. So that's why I do it.
Really?
Is it?
Trespass.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Okay.
You can just arrive and see.
He's styling.
That's my ability.
Yep.
Nice.
Then I'm still in the Alchemy Lab making some dank hallucinogens.
Wait, so did you
Alright.
do the garden before you did this, or?
Me?
I'm talking to
Oh.
Doc. Did you take care of the garden and then came to this, or was it?
It didn't roll to take care of the gardens.
Oh no, I didn't go to the garden.
Okay, cool. I'm stealing
just-
that. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Alright, then roll affection for me.
I'm willing to wait until they resolve their shit first.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Akio kind of looks at him, unimpressed, and says, "If you seek to injure me, it is of no purpose. You would only cause stress to the master, and problems for yourself. It is not easy to hide wounds from such a weapon."
I think both of you need to roll well.
Alright. Let's not fuck it up. Not bad.
What the hell?
It's about as good as I could hope with the two. Shit. You've got a 3. That trumps a 2.
And a 6 beats a 5.
Akio takes 9 stress,
Alright.
and also is in roleplay forced to hand off the tray.
Oh yeah, how does that work? Yeah. Also,
You
for
roleplay
stress,
out
does it-
how
once
you
it goes
roleplay
over
out how it
just
intimidates
0?
you. Yes, once the stress explosion is over, it reverts to 0.
Plus 9.
You have to you roleplay out how you are intimidated by Mika and hand over the tray.
Oh, weird. Okay. Let me see.
How you are intimidated by the small alien boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
With the nail bat.
It's so bizarre, yeah. Okay. Alright, yeah, so, Akio, doesn't really make much of a face or response or anything, but offers the tray. silently, just staring.
And Mika slings his bat and raises his hands. Hey, no hard feelings. We all want what's best for the master, and I want what's best for you. You need some rest. You were hurt badly yesterday. Here, let me take these off your hands and help you. And he takes the trays and kind of backs out. And as he's doing so, he lifts he lifts one of the plates and smells it and says, "Oh, you have outdone yourself this time. I will make sure the master knows." And he puts the tray back on and walks out.
Can I shoot him in the back as he walks out?
With your bazooka?
Yes, with my bazooka at short range. I got these burns that way. That's how it happened.
Well, in Nezumi, the garden is not that far away. The garden is actually right there outside the kitchen. So...
There's this fucking twitch in Akio's one good eye.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I get the foreboding, right?
Yeah, you're right here. So you get foreboding, and you look up, and you just immediately move away. From the
Yeah,
screen.
might as well get the mail. Garden's not my thing. I'll leave it to Mika.
Yeah, no, yeah.
As-
Akio.
Do you have what is your maid power is cooking, correct?
Yep. Can
Because
I cook
there-
him?
Well, there are maid powers that allow you to attack without opposing rolls. So
Yeah.
I'm going to need you both to use whatever stat you would like, but you need to justify it somehow.
I am
So
gonna roll
what's
affection
the-
because
What's the
he may
challenge?
legitimately cause harm to the master by sowing what's the word?
Discord?
Discord, yeah. Amongst the maids.
We're using it, bro.
Mika is going to try to dodge out of the way of this attack, while Akio
I'll
is
just-
going to try to blow up Mika.
I'll just use athletics.
Alright.
Alright, I am going to spend favor to increase my roll.
Oh, then I will also spend favor to increase my roll.
Alright.
Let me see.
So,
Can I just... Is that just a flat +1, or is it an extra die? It's an extra die, right? It's just you bump up the roll you're gonna make by 1?
Yeah, it's either you can increase either the
No, sorry, wrong one.
roll that you get, or you can increase the stat.
Okay, yeah, the stat
Both by
is what we
1.
went for. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Boop. Oh fuck! I rolled a 2. God, I hate multiplying for extra rolls. It's the worst. The chance of actually rolling high is so low.
Well, Akio, you take 3 stress as you blow a giant hole in the wall. And Mika is able to very sneakily move through the explosion out the door.
trays
People-
in hand.
Hell yeah.
And
In the anime, it was a really cool action scene.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
the-
say, does he have to also roll to not drop the trays? Because that seems like a thing.
That feels like I feel like that would have been part of the hitting him with a bazooka.
I mean, the hitting with him with bazooka was more so to hurt him.
my athletics roll was a 15.
Yeah.
True.
So he looks back and is like, "What the hell?" As he balances the trays, and he sees the smoldering hole leading out from the kitchen into the garden. He said, "Oh, you better believe the master is going to hear about this."
Akio slithers past, completely ignoring him, nonchalant, and yeah.
Yeah, what about North, man? What you been up to? You been quiet for a bit.
I've been making some dank hallucinogens. Since he's gonna die, I'm gonna make some hardcore shit that fucks you up real bad. But since he's gonna die, no one cares. So I'm gonna get him higher than anyone's ever been high in their lives.
And as he's walking by with the trays, he walks by Lady Ia and says, "Akio shot her bazooka in the kitchen," and just keeps walking.
Yeah, Akio was actually hitting the E as well.
Akio, as you slither up to Ia, Ia stands very firmly, even though she has to look very up at you.
Yep. Akio actually bends down very far. I'm sorry, milady, but I lost my temper. Mika threatened me with a bat and took the food I made for the master himself. So she looks actually like quite depressed as she says this. I lost my temper and shot my bazooka.
I lost my temper and I have a bazooka. So. She crosses her arms and she shakes her head and she goes, While no, Mika should not have done that. Mika's bat is nothing compared to a bazooka. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to make you go down and take stock of the executioner's cult.
Of course, my lady. Again,
Mhm.
I am sorry for the trouble I have caused.
You will take 2d6 stress.
Alrighty.
And Mika arrives to the master's room.
Oh,
Wait,
And-
am I
Oh,
done?
Whoa.
Am I done making drugs yet? Or-
Yeah, we gotta take
Yeah.
some actions too, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're hella done making drugs. You got hella drugs.
Okay, so I'm just gonna bring him up to the master and get him high.
Yeah, and I'll also be up there because I've got the mail.
Alright.
We all be going.
There's a small package in the mail.
Oh, hold up. Let's go back. Yeah, do I know what it's
Bomb.
from?
It's not in a language you understand.
Dumb lily.
Does it feel heavy?
It's actually relatively lightweight. It feels like it's an empty box.
Wait, you said if I look and it's empty?
Oh, you look inside. If you open it up and look inside, there's something in it, but it feels like an empty box.
Oh, okay. Is it like finely wrapped? How difficult would it be to rewrap it?
You would have to put tape back on the top.
Alright, fuck it. Let's pop this shit open. I've got a knife. I'm gonna,
Alright,
ease
so
my
you
way
cut
through
it
it.
open, and as you cut it open, a small metallic orb floats up out of the box and scans you with a green light. And the sort of eye on the orb blinks red, and then it flies off into the mansion, smashing through one of the windows.
My foreboding didn't warn me of this?
It's not dangerous.
Smash. Alright. Cool.
It's not dangerous to you. If the mansion had foreboding, it would have been like, oh shit. But mansion is not a living thing.
I'm gonna chase it down before it breaks anything else.
Okay, let's have you roll athletics.
Fuck it. Let's do this.
You're able to keep pace with the orb, but not able to catch it.
Yeah, I'm just
It's,
taking slings with my knife, not reaching it.
To scan Akio, but it does stop and scan Ia. It is unfortunately just out of your knife's reach. As it bolts off up the stairs.
Lady Treeland, we're under attack!
And she looks at you and then she very timidly looks over at where the orb went and she goes, "Are we?"
Yes! We are!
By what?
Did you not see the...
No, I saw it. I'm not sure what it was. And also, it didn't attack.
I'm gonna point at the broken windows and the broken...
What about... It's causing damage to our humble abode! The master's humble abode, his place of rest!
Meanwhile, there's a giant fucking burning hole in the kitchen.
There's a knock at the door as all of this chaos is going down. You look up and realize it is noon.
Someone else has to make fucking lunch because I'm downstairs eating a bunch of food and doing stock.
I guess. Huh. So there's a knock at the door, and they're both upstairs, and I'll answer the door.
You enter the door, and it is the Will Rider. He's wearing like a black coat with a suit underneath. And he looks down at you, he goes, "Is the master of the house here?"
Of course, right this way, sir. Although I have to run this through Lady, Ia first. If that's of no problem, happenstance, I don't...
Just come on, let's go.
Of course. And he follows you. Upstairs, the orb catches up with both of you right outside the master's room. It does not try to scan Sakura, but it does indeed scan Mika, and the light turns green. And the orb opens up, and inside is what appears to be a hologram message from your mother.
Yes.
Your mom's a ball of fire.
Oh, what is this? A message from my mother? Go ahead, display.
Surprised you have a mother. Kick with the way you are.
Son, the war on our planet is over. We have won.
Shit.
I would like you to return home.
Yes.
With the death of your father, you will now be taking the throne.
Yes.
Please, do send a reply. We will send a ship to get you.
Record reply.
And the orb goes into record mode.
Okay, I'm spending my points to make shit happen.
Alright.
So that's 2 to make... I roll 2d6 to make an event happen to Mika.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Record the
This
wrong
game
message.
So quickly turned to everybody kill Mika.
If that doesn't work, I'm gonna try and knock Mika out and record the false message.
Oh my god.
So
Yep.
4-2.
So, 42 is pretty insane.
Oh no.
And, we'll do it, but I want to see what his reply is before we get this.
I'm gonna fuck with his reply, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck with his reply, but I want him to start his reply before
Okay.
I start the event.
Yes, Mother, I am so glad to hear that the war against our planet is finally through.
Bitch!
There is nothing more than I would love most than to come home and be with you and be with everyone else there. It saddens to hear about Father.
And as you say, it saddens, the earth begins to quake underneath of you.
It's fucking happening again.
What is your message box doing?
And Akia, from where you are in the basement, a subterranean floor, a giant rock hand bursts through the ground.
Akio looks confusedly at the rock hand.
Wait, I'm gonna roll 2 for a random event now.
Alright. Maybe we can just destroy the world.
Oh, phew.
Alright.
I have
If
0
we're
favor. 0. Woo.
Alright.
Well, now I do.
I'm at
now
my
I do.
starting favor, so I'm kind of like, eh. No plus,
Let me
no
roll.
minus, whatevs.
3 and 6. Directed towards Mika, of course.
Yep. Oh, that's already happening.
Wait, what was it?
I guess it could be different. All right. So, even though it's directed at Mika, Sakura, you're still there.
Yeah, I'm right
As-
next to him.
Yeah, as the ghost of Maxwell Gallagher the First appears in front of you.
Wow, really a ghost? Am I tripping again?
I am here to accept my family into the welcoming afterlife.
He should be ready.
That is good. And he steps through the door to enter the master's room.
Mother, I'll be home soon. Message end.
Mika,
Alright.
are you going to let your master die?
And Mika walks through the door. Master, one last wonderful meal. He still has the trays of food in his hands. The house is shaking around him.
And I have drugs that will make you trip balls.
Trip balls. What an inappropriate way to speak to our master.
He's
And
about
he-
to die.
You see Maxwell Gallagher the First takes the master's hand and guides his spirit from his body as the heart monitor flatlines.
I tried to grab the spirit.
You cannot
Let me there.
grab a spirit. It is a spirit.
Well, I try anyway.
You try and fail.
Hey, even roll. Let him roll.
No, master, no. You should
don't
have
have
tried.
the maid. You don't have the maid power to grab spirits.
I try to inject the drugs in the spirit body.
You squirt them all over the ground.
Still trying. So if it doesn't work, then I'm like, well, this can't go to waste. And I try to drug Doc again, or Mika again.
You already squirted it on the ground.
All of it?
Probably just half of it. You can
Well, then, yeah, I'll
half
try-
inject Doc.
I'm gonna half inject Doc.
All right. Then both of you roll athletics.
I'm gonna take my bat out and swing it at her face.
Well,
Yeah, both of you roll athletics.
Are you gonna drop the food? Come on, dude.
yeah,
He's
man.
dead. He's gone.
You worked so hard making it.
I know. That's what I was telling him.
Nizumi, your foreboding starts going as you are well aware that something below you is going to absolutely destroy this place.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
drugged.
Akio rushes up the stairs about this point.
Lady Treeland, we must go downstairs at once!
Downstairs? Why?
There's something of
Ah, shit.
Great.
great importance that we must attend to, otherwise the entire mansion will be destroyed!
I have a
Yep.
feeling.
So, Sakura, you take 5 stress.
Well, Sakura starts like tweaking, like, this is too much. Ghosts, demons, and spirits. I just wanna. And then she injects herself because she missed.
And then
I
you get hit
just-
with a bat.
Yeah, I tweak out, then get hit with a bat, and I just go comatose in a drug-fused state.
Okay.
Did you see that? Did you all see that? She tried injecting me with
There's no one else
drugs.
there.
No one else there.
There's a doctor.
There's the doctor. I have a witness.
This is her
Meanwhile,
nature.
Akio is
It was
rushing up the stairs
self-defense.
shooting a bazooka at presumably a golem.
Oh no, it's a giant earth monster.
Oh my.
Who, by the way, is indeed destroying the castle as he climbs up through the ground through the castle.
Yep, shoot it with a bazooka.
Okay, roll your athletics.
Alrighty. Let's see how well this goes. There's a reason she has burns.
Yeah. Seeing as the rock monster has attributes of 5,
Oh my.
I feel like you're probably not gonna do it. Yeah. Well, anyway, you still don't do it.
Yeah.
You fire it off, but the trigger is a little sticky because of all the food you've got. and it just doesn't really turn out the way you wanted as the castle starts to collapse around all of you.
Oh, well, I'm fucked.
Yep.
I mean,
unless Mika decides to save
Rocks
me.
fall.
Which...
You all
You all die.
Doctor, you must get out of here, doctor! And he helps guide the doctor out of the room.
Well, me, man.
And as the
you
doctor,
can still escape as long as you continue to use drugs while you do it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I'll
he's
do
already
that
on
then.
the effects, right?
Yeah, I'm already
Yeah, you're probably tripping out.
trying to walk like I'm wobbling along. Not in a straight line.
as the doctor leaves the room, I kick Mika back into the room.
You kick yourself?
I kick
kick
Sakura.
yourself.
I kick Sakura back into the room and
Sakura,
shut the door.
Sakura looks around, freaks out, and then jumps out the window.
All right. I'm gonna say you take 1d6 stress from the fall, but you don't because you're already stress exploding.
Mm. Don't feel the pain because I'm high.
Yeah, speaking of which, Akio, as she's shooting this bazooka, she's got a fucking skewer karage in her mouth. As she does so. It's like a giant fried chicken cigar, basically.
Ia grabs Nizumi and erupts, and both of them erupt into purple flame and appear outside.
Ooh, yeah.
And then
Akio flees as she shoots bazookas everywhere.
and
Yep.
Mika comes rushing out with the doctor and the lawyer who brought the will, rushing out, both of them in each of his arms, saving their lives as they tumble out into the front lawn.
Unfortunately, they aren't the master, so it doesn't matter.
Lol.
Yeah, I think we've lost her. Oh, maybe.
Does Mika die yet?
Mika does not die. Mika is actually, as you are all standing there watching this earth monster absolutely destroy the castle and then stomp off into the distance to the sounds of screaming civilians and the town and the nearby town being absolutely annihilated. Mika is turned to particles and absorbed into an alien ship. And flies off into
You are disqualified.
As he's turning into particles, he says, "Bye, bitches."
Oh no, not Mika! Oh!
Of the remaining maids, who has the most favor?
I have 0.
I've got 12.
Oh, it's you. The one who didn't do horrible things.
Oh,
I mean,
so
Akio
I'm
was gonna be
responsible.
so nice, and then she snapped.
it's Akio?
No, Akio has 6.
Oh, then
Yeah.
is it Nizumi?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
So-
what'd you have, Doc? Just wondering.
11.
Oh, fuck yeah!
So you would have won anyway.
Oh my.
Doc had to be removed from the running though because fortune telling.
I ruined it for him. That's all I wanted.
I'm going to go rule my planet. You can stay in this crumbled down, busted
Yeah,
ass.
but when you
little-
get
If
there-
you remember,
when you get
it's gonna
there-
be really embarrassing.
When you get there, your planet's just gonna be a big ball of fire.
No, I think you misread that.
And you'll be super embarrassed. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
Oh my, this message was from 2,000 years ago.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. The way light works.
Shit, I forgot how light speed travel works.
You bitches are basic. Stop it.
Anyway, Ia turns to Nizumi and goes, "So, I don't know if it means anything, but
You're the master of this fucked castle.
She waves her arm over all the rubble. Says, "This is all yours."
Everything the
she's
light
li-
touches.
It probably is like that." She goes, "The master did leave his estate to you. Not that there's much estate left, but he did leave you his estate. You can do with that what you will." And she turns and she just walks away.
I mean, my maid roots was revenge. I'm thinking him dying and being destroyed. That counts.
I forgot it was revenge, wasn't it?
So the like the 3-episode miniseries ends with like with Nazumi turning around with like a thumbs up to the camera, and it plays da-da-da.
Meanwhile, Akio returns to the Senate. Yep.
And
We've destroyed another government official. Another step towards the top.
and Sakura disappears into a city's underbelly, just doing and making drugs.
Yep. There's just a
She
hand to
disappears
Akio's
into
ears.
the Game cartel.
Yes, everything is as planned. Commence phase 3.
And that
By
is
the land.
the end of Maid.
Fucking hell. Well,
Fuck that game.
that was fucking insane.
So, do most games end like this, with everything being?
I mean, it
Let's
depends.
see.
Wait, what?
The last time that we played this game, Ian blew up the mistress. Like, literally.
Oh my.
So yeah, a lot of games of Maid end with the mansion absolutely getting destroyed.